Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing some spooky romance reads for spooky season. There's hairs in my face. And I'm super excited. I love spooky reads, especially during spooky season, so let's get right into it.
About to leave, already packing.
So I have a mixture of just cutesy books in here, some dark reads, a couple like psychological thriller romance books. So the first one is called Raphael by Tilly Cole, and this is about a group of guys who came together in very odd circumstances. They were all they all had things that deemed them as evil, and so this church tried to keep them, and I don't know if they tried to kill them or just torture them. It was there's a prequel to this whole series, but it was absolutely horrific what was done to them, and so a lot of them are scarred from those experiences, and so that's what shaped them as they are today. And so Raphael is the first book, and he basically lures women in that are bad and kills them. And so this one woman, Maria, it's our heroine. She is trying to get information from him because she's actually working with that church, but she doesn't know the things that they did to the guys. And so he kind of takes her in, is instantly infatuated with her, and he wants to keep her, basically so that he could kill her and have the perfect death he's always wanted of a beautiful human creature person. And so that doesn't happen, but they do fall in love, and it's very dark. He has gone through so much, and I love this book. So it's not for everyone, but I think you should definitely check it out if you want a good, dark, spooky romance. And they live in this manor, all of them, and it was really good. Okay, so the next book is called The Wrong Game by, that's right, The Wrong Game by Candy Steiner. This is a sporty romance, and so our heroine, her husband just died, and her husband did some bad things to her before. He cheated on her, and before he died, and so she kind of stuck with him through the end because that was the human thing to do, but she definitely didn't feel love for him anymore after that because of what he did. And so now, a year later, she wants to get back into the dating scene, and so she decides she has these seasonal tickets to this reoccurring football game, and so she goes to this bar one night and is talking about it, and the bartender's like, hey, I'll go with you, and he's really cute. And so she decides to take him up on that, and then they go on that date, and some spicy fun things happen. And then she puts her rules down and her guard down, and she's like, no, I can't go on another date with you. I just want to have fun. I'm only going to go on one date each time with one person. And so he really likes her, and she really likes him, but she wants to stick in her ways because she's scared of getting hurt. And it was such a good book. I really enjoyed this one, and she's really into football, and he's really into football. He was going to be a football player, I think, and then he got injured or something. And there's some really cute, fun fall moments in this one, so definitely go check it out if you want a good, cute fall read, but a little bit of angst and a little bit of emotion. So this next book is Lessons in Corruption by Gianna Darling, and this is a motorcycle romance series. This is the first book, and so the reason why I put this in here for fall is that it just felt so cozy, and our heroine, she loves cozying up with a book during fall and baking apple pies and having cinnamon waft everywhere. And I don't know, I was rereading this on audio a couple days ago, and I just fell in love with it, and it got me in the mood for fall. So basically, this book, our heroine, she sees our hero one day on a parking lot, and it's that is the most beautiful man she's ever seen. And she's married at this moment in time, and she was kind of forced and groomed to marry this man. And when she gets back home, she tries to spice up things with her marriage, and it doesn't work out. And she finally realizes that this is not the life she wants, so she gets a divorce. She separates herself from it. So then it's fast forward a couple months later, and she sees our hero again, King, and they go on a date, and it's so cute, and I love King so much. He's one of the most romantic men ever. He's a poet, he's a reader, he's amazing. And so then fast forward another couple days, and he walks into her classroom that day, and this is a student-teacher romance, and it was so good. There's a lot of action towards the end. He kind of has to unravel her from the way she's been built. And he kind of shows her a different life of living how you want to, and I really love that. And she really just opened up to him and flourished with him and really became the person that she wants to be. And I just love this book so much. There's a lot of action towards the end. It was super good. I just love this book so much. I love this whole series, so definitely go check this out if you haven't already. Okay, so this next book is called The Dowry of Blood, and this is a Dracula retelling. So our main character, she meets Dracula on the battlefield. I think she was hurt or something, and so he decides to take her under his wing and kind of nurture her, and he basically makes her a vampire. And so she, this whole story is basically seeing how abusive Dracula was to her and their whole relationship spanning like centuries, and it was really interesting. And this book is beautifully written, and seeing how they both react to people coming into the relationship, and in the end a lot of things go down, and I love this book so much. It's perfect for spooky season. It is very it's just so atmospheric and beautifully written. I just love this book so much. So definitely go check it out. It's definitely not a romance. There is a little bit of a romance, a sapphic romance, but it's not like the main plot of the book. It's more about Dracula and her abusive relationship, and it was really good. So definitely go check this out if you think you would like something like this. Okay, so this next book is called Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. This is a paranormal fantasy romance-ish book, and so our heroine, she's actually a siren, and she has always used like her abilities, which is basically getting the truth out of people, and so that's what she does for a living. And one night she goes back to her house, and somebody is there, and it is this guy named the Bargainer, and he's come to collect his deal or debt or something. And so the Bargainer and Callie have a past, and she really hates him after what went down in their past. But he needs her help to figure out what's happening in the underworld where he is, which are just a bunch of kingdoms of like fairy kingdoms, and people are dying, and they don't know what's happening. And so he brings her to go with him to the underworld and see what's up there, and they slowly fall in love, and it's really, really good. And we see moments of their past and how their friendship built out then, and then what happened in the end of their friendship to lead them to now. And this is a trilogy. It's so good. I really, really like it. It's perfect. And I definitely recommend for spooky season if you want some fantasy elements, and it's not heavy fantasy where you won't like understand or it takes a long time to get into, which I really enjoy. Okay, so this next book is called Born Darkly by Trisha Wolfe. I've recommended this a ton on my TikTok. I don't know if I've recommended it here yet, but this is a like psychological thriller romance, and so our heroine is a psychologist, and she gets a new patient who is a serial killer, and basically they fall in love. And she has a really traumatic past of things that happened with her family, and her father was a really, really bad man, and so they start having like this chemistry, and then some things go down where they end up escaping. They both escape like the prison, or he escapes and she goes with him. And then there's this also thread throughout the book of murders happening on the sides, and they don't know who it is, and she's also trying to figure that out. And It's really interesting. This is a duet. I love the first book so much, and the second book's really good too. Definitely check this out if you think you would like this. There's a lot of dark elements in this book, but I absolutely loved it. Okay, so this next one is a fan favorite. This is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I read this way before it went popular on TikTok and got super hyped and stuff, but I love Penelope Douglas so much. But anyways, Corrupt is about our girl named Rika, and she has always been fascinated with her boyfriend's older brother, and she's always really just looked up to him and kind of had this admiration for him. And so Michael, which is our hero, he's the older brother, and he and his friends every night before Halloween would do things around their small town, like pranks and stuff, and film it. And but it was kind of like a very like secret society. And so one year they bring her with them, and some things happen where the next morning all of the friends except Michael go to jail. And fast forward years later, all of them hate Rika because they think that she rattled them out or snitched on them or whatever. And so they all made this plan to get back at her. And so now she's in the city and actually living in the building that Michael lives in, and she's free of Michael's little brother. And so they start kind of having like this romance, and it's so good. I would consider this like light dark romance, and there's a lot of steam in this one. Absolutely love it. A lot of things pick up and towards the end of the book, like action wise, so definitely go check this out if you think you would like this. I absolutely love Penelope Douglas. I recommend her to everyone. This would be a perfect read to get into dark romance if you are debating if you think you would like it, but I really enjoy this one, so definitely go pick it up. Okay, so this next one is called The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. This is by Marna Zapata. This is a slow burn, friends to lovers, marriage at convenience. So our heroine, she is the assistant to this like famous football player, and he basically asks her to go into a marriage at convenience with him because he doesn't want to get deported back to Canada. And so she agrees, and he gives her like money for doing this. I don't really remember why she needs the money, but it's important in the book. And so they start hanging out more and more, and they've never really talked before or been close, and then they fall in love, and it's so good and so cute. I really enjoyed this one. It's perfect for fall if you like football and like sports, and I really like this one, so definitely go check it out if you think you would like this. It's very chunky, but worth the read. This next book is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I read this about a year ago, and I think this is perfect for fall. This book is incredible. It's beautifully written. So it's about Addie, who we see her in like the early 1700s or something, or maybe 1500s. I can't remember. But she basically, on her wedding night, she doesn't want to get married. She kind of wants to be a free woman and not have to worry about things like that, because in that time period you had to get married as a woman. Like if you were unmarried, that was really bad. And so basically on her wedding night, she makes a deal with the devil to basically do whatever she wants and travel the world and be who she wants to be. And so there was a catch to this deal. She is basically when she meets somebody, they see her and stuff, and then when she comes back, or she leaves and comes back, they don't remember her. So it's a really hard life, and she has always wanted to be remembered. So flash forward to 2014, and she meets this guy, and he remembers her. So it's really good. It's beautifully written. I love this book so much, and it was gorgeous and amazing, so definitely go check this out if you haven't. Okay, so this next book is called Dark Lover. This is the first book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I'm not really going to just talk about this book. I'm just going to talk about the series in a whole. I love this series so much. And it is a vampire like warrior series, like vampires in modern time, but really like early 2000s to mid 2000s to like now, and it's so good. My favorite is Butch, and they have to deal with this like group of like demon slayer people that try to kill them called Lessers, and that adds a lot of action to it. And these books are so good. Love Butch. Butch is my favorite, so definitely go check this out if you haven't. Dark Lover's really good, and it's about the king of the vampire world and him finding his mate, so definitely go check this series out if you haven't already. Okay, so the next book is called A Lesson in Thorns, and this is by Sierra Simone. It's about a group of friends that have gone to this manor place in England every summer of their life, and they were like, they're all friends, and it's just a magical like place, and it's not like haunted, but it has some things going on at the place, and so they all don't see each other for years, and then our heroine, she gets a job offer to go work there, and like, she's a librarian, and so she's dealing with all the books in the library at the manor, and so she sees all of them again, and she realizes that they're all friends except with her. And so they all get back to their groove of their friendship, and her mother went missing, and so she's trying to figure that out also while being there. And she falls in love with the son of the owner of the manor, and then they do all of these like weird rituals that go with like the land and the history of the manor. It's really good, very atmospheric, gothic. It felt like dark academia vibes, but like, it's not academia, it's like dark library vibes, I guess, and Victorian-esque. I really enjoyed this one. I need to read the second one, so definitely go check this series out if you haven't. I really loved it. Very atmospheric, amazing. The last book is a Curse So Dark and Lonely. I forgot the name, but this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's YA, and it's really, really good. So our main character, Harper, well, hold on, let me talk about the other one. So our hero, he is the Beast, and he every year he kidnaps a woman from the human world to bring back and see if she would be a match for him. And so his like henchman brings back Harper, and Harper has some stuff going on with her family, and she really can't be in this place right now because her brother's doing some like criminal things in the human world, and so she really hates the Beast because she needs to be home right now, and it's a lot of like character. It's very character driven, and it was really cool to see how he opened up to Harper and she opened up to him, and this was just a perfect Beauty and the Beast retelling. A lot more action happens towards the end, but I really enjoyed this one. Lots of character development, lots of character growth, really, really good. And I need to read the second book in this series, but definitely go check this out if you haven't. Alright, so that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below what your favorite spooky reads are. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.